Sorry, guys.
All right. Thank you guys so much for joining. My name is Stephanie Beebe, and I am going to talk tonight about stress, sleep, the immune system, and all kinds of different things that are happening right now. And what I want to share first of all is this is stuff that we've been talking about for a long time. We've had most of these products for anywhere from 12 to 18 years. I've been talking about it for 7 years. And in no way do any of these products heal, treat, prevent, or cure any type of diseases. However, there are certain ingredients in every single one of these that I'm going to share with you tonight that work, and they work on the immune system. They might help with your sleep. They might reduce stress levels. They do different things to really, truly make our lives better. And that's something that we've always talked about is why why stress? Why have guilt? Why put yourself in a position that if you can take something to make life easier, which is extremely natural, of course, it's all plant-based, why not? Right? Why not make your life easier when you can? So that's really what I'm talking about tonight because as we're at home doing all this situation, adding people to our house, trying to share our Zoom bandwidth with everybody, and all the changes that we're going through, it causes some immediate stress. I know myself, bringing everybody back home has caused stress on our household. We did great for a while because we knew we were in this position and situation, and you got to deal with it. But now all of a sudden, I think people are realizing we're not waking up. We're not waking up from this nightmare, this dream. This is happening, and this is going to be our life for a while. So we've got to figure it out. And I think that's where some tension is starting to happen because the dream is gone, right? The opportunity for this to just disappear immediately isn't here right now. So how do we handle that? Well, these are some ways that quite a few of our friends have figured out how to handle these situations better, right? There's going to be lots of different things we can do. Of course, yoga and meditation and deep breathing and different things like that are all fantastic, and we really highly recommend all of them. But if you want an easy solution that you can just take something, that's what we're going to talk about tonight. All right. And this is just really, really, really easy. So first I want to talk about stress because I think that's kind of a big thing for a lot of people right now. It was for me earlier. It was for me this morning. And one of the foods that I use, and these are not products or foods, right? Everything is food. We're a plant-based company. We use plants and we put them either in liquid or powdered form so that they're easy and convenient to take, right? We love this nutrition system. It is an isogenic nutrition system. It's full of superfoods that fuel your body with vitamins, herbs, minerals. This one in particular has a lot of adaptogens. And what that means is it adapts your brain and your body to where you need to be. And so for stress in particular, but when that happens, our body gets out of whack, right? And our adrenaline start to happen and endorphins start to kick in and all kinds of different things change. We need to bring it back to a mode where we're nice and relaxed and we have the ability to think things through clearer. We're more focused on what we're working with, or we're more present. And so this one in particular is called ionics, and it comes in liquid and powdered form. Now, when people were working outside of the home, a lot of times they did a powdered form of it, and you just put a scoop in a glass of water, stir it, drink it, simple, easy. But with people at home and so many more at home now, I highly recommend a liquid form. And my trick for this is every time you open the refrigerator door, you take a drink of it, shut the refrigerator, did I say kitchen door? Refrigerator door, and you shut it and you're good to go. Now, what happens? Why do we usually open the refrigerator? One, we're bored, and that's probably happening up for a lot of people right now. So you open it, you take that, oh, all of a sudden your adaptogens start to kick in, your focus kicks in, and you're on your way back to where you were. All right. Or we may open the refrigerator because we think we're hungry. Well, are we really hungry? Are we just craving something? Are we bored? Are we thirsty? You know, all of these different things come up. So you take a swig of this, which is like cinnamon apple taste. Some people love it. Some people think it's okay. I love it, but it's about what it does. All right. When it comes down to what it really truly does for you, we call it liquid gold. But then all of a sudden you reduce that, and it happens very quickly. So if you are having some cravings, this will take away your cravings. If you're stressed, release some stress. If you're thirsty, you just gave yourself something to drink rather than grabbing some calorie-rich food item or something that you really don't need. And especially when we're not exercising quite as much and we're at home and life is completely different. We've got to really be careful about our bodies. So that's a little bit about ionics. I have a lot of things I'm going to cover, so I'm only going to give you little snippets on everything, but get back to the person who sent you this tool and ask them more questions about it. All right, so what I heard before I started, and I got several messages after I did the live video, is I don't sleep. And let me know, raise your hand or talk in the chat. Is that a problem? Or are you guys good now? But have you ever had issues with sleep, falling asleep, staying asleep, waking up refreshed? And those are the different things that people recognize as soon as they take this sleep spray. And guys, it's $12.95. All right, it's the best $13 you will ever spend. I guarantee you that. But it's made with melatonin. There's lavender and chamomile. It has a spearmint flavor. My kids do take this. Now that's up to you as a parent if you give that to them, but we have chosen to let them have a little bit of this when they need it, for sure. But my husband and I do it because our bodies produce so much melatonin, and at some point we just don't get enough. Same thing with zinc and a couple of things we're going to talk about. But what this does is it really kind of helps to just calm down the brain, get that lavender going, kind of nice and calm, and then you just find yourself drifting to sleep. I'm one that I never have problems going to sleep. What my issue is I wake up at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. That's always been my problem for a long time. And so I'll lay there. And a lot of times I would get work done or something, but I really don't want to do that. I want to sleep. So I will actually have a small squirt at that hour. This is my choice, not necessarily what you may do, but what I have found to work for me. And I'm back asleep and I wake up around my normal time, and I wake up energized. So I know there's a lot of other melatonins out there that people usually comment, I wake up groggy. That is not something we experience at all. So I highly, highly, highly recommend that. But sleep, of course, is very, very important. Sleep makes a huge difference to how you use the rest of the day. It actually makes a difference with our immune system, which is our biggest priority right now, keeping this all nice and healthy and in check. How we produce and how we handle things mentally. So it's always important to have the right amount of sleep. Oh, and weight. Weight is a big thing. Dr. Oz, I'm just going to give him kudos on this one. Always suggest set your alarm clock for the amount of hours you need and go to bed at the time that alarm clock goes off. Not necessarily setting it for when you wake up, but setting it for when you go to bed, for those of you that don't fall asleep easily or that stay up too late. So just a little tip there. All right, next, now we're going to start talking about some of the immune. And this is on everybody's mind. It's a big conversation right now. There are a lot of companies that have brought immune products out just because of our situation, because we've had this for years. All of these things, we've always been ahead of the time. That's why I love this company and why I will always stay with this company, because we are ever evolving. We are on top of it, and we know what ingredients and what foods make a difference. So what's in here, what's in the immune shake booster? There's a lot of mushrooms. There's a lot of mushrooms in here. It comes in powder form. It's tasteless. It's flavorless. It stirs really nicely. We do call it a shake booster, and it's best to put in a shake. Now, for my son, he is gluten intolerant. He doesn't do well with gluten. And I've heard from different people, again, I'm not here to treat, prevent, or cure anything, but for my son, this has worked really well with his gut issues. And it's made a huge difference. And I've heard that from a few other people. So I can't guarantee that whatsoever, but in our household, everyone's receiving this. But my son and my husband have been receiving this for a while. just because of their gut digestion situation. Now that everything's coming up, my husband has gone through a lot of sinus infections and he always gets it this time of the year. We can't let that happen right now, right? Nobody can have that happen as much as possible. So we've been staying on top of our immune system and our boosts like crazy. Now, the other one I want to point out that sometimes doesn't get a lot of attention is this spray. And I think this is like $20, $19.95. That other one I believe might be $39. But this spray is amazing. It has zinc, it has bovine colostrum, more mushrooms, echinacea. And what it does is it really makes a difference. So let me kind of go over a few of those ingredients, right? So what we're trying to do is take ingredients from the earth. We don't change anything. And that's the thing about the Isogenics products is they're no compromise products. So when our scientists come out with a formula, nobody's allowed to change them. We don't make them so that we add binders or fillers or make it better for the company and in the dollar. We make them the best we possibly can for the consumer. And usually people tell us that they feel and see a difference within a very short time period. So we know this works over and over, thousands and hundreds of thousands of people. Let us know. That works great. All right. So with zinc is found in a lot of our foods. You're going to find it in red meat, beans, pumpkin, peanuts, and oysters. So zinc is something that our body produces, but over time, it may not produce enough anymore, and we need extra. The colostrum, now this is bovine colostrum, it's from the cow's milk. So when the cow gives birth, they're giving the colostrum milk to the baby. That's what we've got in here, and we all know. Okay, we don't have to go into great detail with that, but colostrum is amazing. That was another thing the naturopath brought up with my son for his gut issues was he needed colostrum. But she had me spending $90 a bottle on colostrum. All right, along with everything else that we were doing. Couldn't afford to continue doing that. And then I found out, it's in our little bottle of zinc for $20 along with everything else. More mushrooms, the reishi mushrooms that usually are found in like a tea or a powdered form, echinacea, which is used by Native Americans commonly. It's a flowering plant and just super, super good for your immune system. We do a few squirts. The whole family gets a few squirts. We have different bottles for everybody. So my husband and I do about 3 to 5 of these, depending on how we feel, and then I give the kids 1 to 2. And that's just part of our morning routine. All right, I also wanted to talk about lemon oil. This has been a main product in all of my drinks recently. I'm putting it in everything because it's an antibacterial. So, right, we're using our Lysol and our cleaning wipes and we're wiping everything down, but what about on the inside? Let's keep everything nice and clean on the inside. So just a little drop of this in your water, your shake, or I put it in my greens. I drink it directly. I'm doing all kinds of stuff with this lemon oil as well as for the family because I want to keep everybody as ramped up on their health as much as possible. So it's just so important. All right, what else do we have? Our typical product that we use to keep the body clean is our cleanse support. You can see that. It's called Cleanse for Life. The main ingredients in here are aloe vera, and that's the main ingredient, right? There's so many other great things in here, but it works on cleaning out the toxins and the inflammation in our bodies. You can just take a little bit every day. You can take some in the morning, some at night. I drink it with my isogreens and the lemon oil. Or you can do some deep cleanses. Right now, we're not really focused on that. We're really focused on helping people have a really nice, healthy weight and health. Our focus right now is not weight loss, but if that's something you want to talk about, we easily do that. We average about 10 to 20 pounds per month. And I know people are eating different foods. I know we're eating 3 main meals every single day. Well, of course, we all have shakes for breakfast, but 3 meals, and that's not normal, right? For us, that's not normal. So yeah, so we do cleansing. And then the last thing I want to discuss is our isogenesis. So this is our male version. We also have a female version. But there are so many incredible things about these vitamins. And I know people are like, well, I take vitamins. I'm like, do you feel a difference? So that's my biggest question. If you take vitamins, do you know if you took them that day or if you did not? because I will tell you that everybody that takes our vitamins knows if we take them. I didn't take them today. And a few of you saw my live video that I did earlier, and we had some issues in the house. I didn't have the ionics and I didn't take the vitamins. So of course I'm going to be stocking up on that before we end the evening, but huge difference with how we feel. I'm just going to read directly from the box of what all is in here, because it's really truly amazing what these do. But first of all, there's a isogenesis that used to have a different name to it called product B. If you've ever heard of that, it's won a Nobel Prize. It's been being formulated and around for 30 years. I mean, this has been there for a long time. It's a very, very high potent antioxidant. All right, so huge things with that. We are doubling up on that. I've always believed in taking isogenesis in addition to the vitamins, and we're definitely doing that now. Let me explain the isogenesis real quick, and whoever sent you this video, please get back to them, because this by itself is just a huge, powerful vitamin. But basically, think of a shoestring, and as your shoes and your shoestrings get a little bit older, they begin to fray. Right? It's harder to get them through the shoe. It's harder to tie them. Things start to break down. So our telomeres are at the end of our chromosomes, at the end of our DNA. And so we're born with so many of them. And then as we begin to get older and we begin to age, they begin to fray and break down, and that's when bad things happen. So this telomere, this vitamin, is here to keep things in place, to keep things really nice and healthy and moving, so that you can move and function the way that you're meant to do so. All right, there's essentials for men and women, and the essential is your daily vitamin. All right, it provides support to overall health, wellness, cardiovascular, and the immune support system. So again, more immune. Cytoactives, that's formulated with absorbable CoQ10, resveratrol, vitamin D3, tototrienols to support energy, cell function, and cardiovascular health. Our omega is amazing, right? We scour the world for the best places to receive our ingredients. And the fish oil for our omegas comes from Norway because they have the cleanest waters. Just a little fact for you. But it combines DHA, EPA, omega-3 essential fatty acids that have been specifically distilled, and independently tested for quality, resulting in a superior fish oil that is great for heart, brain, and joint support. And then last, but definitely not least, is a sea light. And that supports heart and immune system by delivering 3 forms of buffered vitamin C plus citrus bioflavonoids for added cardiovascular support. So guys, that's what we're experiencing right now. We're all so nervous about what's happening in the situation in our world. Just check it out. Those are what you're receiving, all right? Huge amount of vitamins happening. They're easy to take. You will not taste the fish oil. They actually have a little lemon around them. They come in these little packs. They're little AM and PM packs, so they're super easy. Take one in the morning, one in the evening, or in the afternoon, your choice. I can fall asleep with them. I can take them without any food. They go down, and we have even tested these in water. You know how they say to put it in like the vinegar and watch it dissolve and everything? We put them in water and we've watched them dissolve. So they are going into your system and fast. And so it's just a huge, huge difference of how people feel, how people look. I always say to people, this is how you're going to test them to find out. Take some before pictures, take it of your face, your hands, your nails, and then within about 2 weeks, let me know, was there a difference in your energy level, your focus, your sleep? Did you have any discomfort in your back, shoulder, necks, knees, or anything like that before? How do your nails, hair, and skin look? And for those of us that don't have the option of going to a salon anymore, everything changes, right? The biggest compliments that I receive, and I've been receiving so much of recently, is I'm glowing. I hear it all the time. And I've heard it for a long time. I've been using these foods for 7 years and I've heard it since day one. I'm 48 years of age. I've been taking the vitamins and the isogenesis on and off. I have to admit, not completely 100% for 7 years, but really pretty much on and off. And the thing with people and our customers who use this food daily is we have a glow. We have what we call the ISA glow. And you'll hear that from people, especially those that are outside of our customer time frame. They see the difference with how our skin looks versus how a lot of other people's looks. I've seen it before. I've watched people's skin color change as they begin to put these nutrients into their bodies. Everything changes. So whatever your reasons are for coming to us or to listening about this information, thank you so much for being here tonight. Truly appreciate your time. If you want to know any more information about the immune booster, the spray, everything is easy. We have lots of different oils to help people with. We're certainly using them here at our house. And then of course there's several other, we have over 100 foods on top of what we just showed you tonight. We're here to help. And that's the thing, we're here to help in so many ways. You will never find someone who's going to pressure you to do this. We just want to educate. We want to love people. We want to give people what they need. So talk to us, guys. We do events every single Thursday. We're here to help. We want to make a difference in how you feel, keeping you healthy. And so many people are looking for income right now. We have that as well. And I have never seen an increase in our incomes as I am right now. People are stocking up. This food is shipped directly to you. You don't have to go to the store. We're very careful with our employees that are working and making sure that they are safe and protected. And the food works. We always have a guarantee. So if there's anything else we can answer, just get back with the person who invited you here. I appreciate you guys being with us tonight. Have a fantastic evening, and we will talk to you soon. Thanks, everybody.